Hey everyone, it's Kay Mirage.
And I'm Sharon Roy.
And welcome to
Brevard
Realty
Buzz.
Yay!
Hey.
Welcome and again for another amazing week. And how was your week been, Sharon?
My week has been rough. I've been sick. I've been feeling under the weather since the holiday.
Yeah.
But I'm better today and lucky to be back at work.
Yeah, you had a good holiday too.
Yes, I had a good holiday.
How was the hunt?
The hunt was good. We got a buck. I didn't get a buck, but my husband got a buck. You know, I filmed some does walking, waiting for a buck to chase the does. But other than that, it was good. It was cold.
Yeah, I saw her. She was like, "Oh my God," and I'm like, "Yep, that's why I'm not there with you." So. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. It was great for me.
Yeah,
we hosted Thanksgiving at our house.
Okay.
So all vegetarian, and it doesn't sound as boring as you think. It was amazing. My parents loved it.
Okay,
so
good.
It was good. It was one of those.
Yeah, if the parents loved it, then it was good.
I think so. Or they said they loved it. You know, who knows? But of course, we're back here at work, of course, sharing some information with you. So I do hope you stick around, and we'll share a lot about what's happening in the market. But we have some tips for you, so make sure you stick around.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sharon Roy, and you're watching Brevard Realty Buzz.
So, welcome back. And so, you know that we always do our typical thing. 3 things to do in a particular city here in Brevard. So Sharon, what city are we gonna do this week?
Mims! We're doing Mims.
We're so excited for Mims.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people has never been to Mims, have no idea that Mims even,
exists.
I was gonna say exist. People who live in Mims, we know you're
yeah,
there.
we know you exist, okay?
But
you sell homes in Mims. All right.
Absolutely. It is one of the most northern cities in Brevard County.
Yes.
And it's also one of the most, not talked about, a little bit more rural space. Yeah. So
it's north of Titusville, north of the Kennedy Space Center, north of Port St. John. So it's at the tip of Brevard County.
Exactly. Yeah. So just right there up in Scottsmore.
Yes.
Now, one of the what is the first thing that you have in your list to do in Mims?
In Mims, did you know they have a religious site?
Yes, it's the Buddhist temple there.
Yes, it's called White Sands Buddhist Center.
Mm-hmm.
It is a tranquil.
Oh, it's absolutely
serene, beautiful, statuesque.
It's
all of that.
Yeah, we've been there a few times. I enjoy going there. We go there on Sundays just to enjoy the sculptures around. But it's a really nice space. We just hang out there and just enjoy.
Yes.
So I encourage you to do that. The food is really good too.
Yeah, but the food is only on the weekend. So Sunday, I believe, is the day that they serve food, and the monks. They make some of the food. They make some of the items that they're selling.
They have a little gift shop that they sell some items too. We get all kind of little trinkets and stuff. I encourage a day out. It's so nice and just really calm. But then you're learning something else too about the different cultures, and of course about Buddhism.
Yes.
It's really nice.
So it's a nice place to just visit, whether you're religious or not.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the cool things. So nobody's encouraging you in any way. It's just a space to come and hang out, great statues, and just a really good space. So
correct. Okay. What's next on our list?
Well, for me, I of course love the outdoors.
Yes, you do.
I do, and it is the Ever After Farms. It's a place we can go pick blueberries. Okay. So you go out, it's a great place for the kids to go out. They have like a petting zoo there as well, and you go on, they have your little hayride. You go through. I think it's amazing. So if you are into getting fresh blueberries directly from the source, this is a great time, great for the weekends. They are open. They're closed on Mondays, but Tuesday to Thursday you can get there, and on the weekends they're open till 2 p.m. So yeah, definitely a good spot.
Yeah, they sell water, they sell farm hats. So, just bring your sunscreen and go out to Ever After Farms. Is that the name of it?
Yes. And pick your own blueberries.
And pick your own blueberries. Okay. And third on our list is a museum. It's called the Harriette T and Harriette V Museum, Memorial Park.
Yes.
That is the museum in Mims. They were civil rights leaders before Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They were killed here in Mims Christmas night in 1951. They were teachers. They were dedicated in helping. They were dedicated in hoping that all Black teachers get paid the same. And they were also into voters registration.
That's one of the things I think why they actually got killed. The place was bombed actually.
Yes.
And on Christmas Day. And if you read the story, and I encourage everyone to go there. They have a replica of where their
home.
It's really nice. I learned so much going there, and I definitely encourage people to check that out.
Yes.
It's very inspiring and very educational.
Yes.
So definitely take the kids. And sometimes they do have, like little festivals and little things there. So
they have a gazebo. It's almost 12 acres of land. So no, it's a really nice place to visit.
Definitely.
Yes, you learn some history, but it is a beautiful place to come visit.
Absolutely. And they have all kinds the museum is packed too. They have all kinds of cool stuff in there as well, just to give you an idea of what was there at the house during the time of this bombing. So yes, the Harry and Harriette Moore were real activists here in Brevard County. So
they were.
So kudos to that. And Mims is the place to get some more information on that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
All right, cool. So again, we talked about Mims.
Yes.
So those are the three things that you do in Mims. Okay. So if you think there's nothing to do, we just changed your mind.
Yes.
And you are going to head out this weekend, check out either blueberry picking, or you're going to check out the Memorial Park, or you're going to, of course, check out the White Sands Buddhist Temple.
Yes.
This again, three things you can do in Mims.
Yes. I hope we fulfilled your fantasy.
Now, let's talk about real estate in Mims.
Yes, let's talk.
Can you, she's like, let's talk. What's the median house prices there in Mims?
$275 to $290.
Okay, so so compared to other parts of Brevard County, that's good.
Yes, it is.
And it's more likely for you to get land.
Yes.
And we're talking about land in terms of acreage. Right?
Yeah.
So on average, you're getting a quarter acre lots anywhere else, but most of the lots you can get a 1 acre and up.
Yes.
So don't sleep on Mims if you're interested in getting some really good acreage. In addition to that, great for farming and stuff as well too. So you love the outdoors, you want a space. Mims is that place. It's close to Orlando, right?
It's very close to Orlando.
So if you close to Sanford Airport as well too. So don't sleep on Mims.
Yes.
It has some things going for it.
Right.
Now,
it's not as crowded as some of the other areas yet. So
that's true too as well. So if you are considering purchasing in Mims, you're looking at about $270 to $290 vacant lot for about an acre, so it's about $40,000.
Not a bad price.
Not a bad price.
No.
So
yeah,
definitely not a bad space.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, cool. So what's your topic for this week?
Okay, so the topic today is how co-buying a home helps with affordability today.
Yeah, co-buying. Now, we're in a space and a time where we see a lot of people are kind of pooling stuff together.
Yes.
Now people are renting rooms of a space. Now that was nothing here in Florida where you would rent rooms.
No.
Now things have changed a little bit. Affordability
Yes.
is not there. So we're going to talk about the way we think you can still get into a home, but of course, pooling your resources.
Correct.
So you want to talk to them about what is co-buying?
What is co-buying? So there's two or more individuals, like Kay said, pooling their resources together to buy a property. You share in all responsibilities, financial, what else? Down payment, taxes,
Maintaining
maintaining,
property
insurance, right, maintenance costs. So, and also you're able to make a larger down payment.
Yeah. So the goal here is having almost like a partnership.
Correct.
If it were. So normally, if you could only afford 100,000, and the other person, working at the same spot, now you can afford 200,000.
Yes.
Right. Instead of paying this mortgage by yourself, now you're getting a partner to pay that mortgage. Of course, hopefully you're going to purchase property that will help, that you can either live together or I would say this would be great for persons buying like a duplex.
Yes.
So you're buying a duplex or a triplex. Now you have that where now just imagine a duplex or a triplex where I live in one side, you live in the other side, we rent out the
other. That's right. That's right.
Or in the quad, right?
That's right.
We buy, and so we have to be smart. So our goal today is to make sure that you understand that there's strategic ways, even if you think you by yourself don't have the funds to purchase this,
right?
Or even if you had an investor on the side, like a friend who's not necessarily living here but want to have access to the property, you can partner with that.
Yes.
So, absolutely. So don't sleep on co-buying. So let's talk about how it really helps with affordability.
So go ahead with down payment assistance.
Yeah. So the first one is sharing the financial burden.
Correct.
So here it's the down payment assistance. Saving for a down payment is considered often a burden, right? So we try to come up with our 3.5%, or we try to come up with our 5%, 10% of the price. But imagine if your 3.5% is $20,000 and you have someone to share that with.
Right,
To
exactly.
get in. So this will help you, reduce not only the down payment, but think about the mortgage
payments.
Exactly.
Your interest rate.
So you're sharing the financial burden
Yes.
here. So if somebody had one opportunity one chance to say, okay, I'll pay the deposit, but then I'll pay, someone else can say, okay, I'll pay down the interest rate.
The interest rate, exactly.
So
that
strategy.
It's a win-win, yes.
Exactly. Of course, I will always recommend doing it either with a family member or a friend that you trust.
Oh, yes.
Because this cannot be just a emotional thing.
It's not a fly-by-night thing. You have to think about it. Think about the person you want to do it, because this is a large asset. And it's serious. You don't want to lose your money. This is about making money and affordability. Absolutely. Being able to live and buy a home, whether you're sharing it with another person or not.
So it's important to be strategic and look at it as a business decision.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So imagine also you go into, again, we're sharing all the financial burdens, and now you are going into lower your electric bills or whatever, because now you're sharing everything. So just pretty much having a roommate, but now you are invested.
Correct.
You're invested.
Correct. Yeah. So like you said, help you do the utilities, the mortgage payments, the property taxes, other costs associated with buying a home. So
correct. Now, number 2.
It also increases your buying power.
Yes. So again, if you can only afford 200,000 based on your income, imagine you could double that with someone else.
Yes. Now they can afford 2 and you can afford 2. That's 400.
That's 400,000.
Yes, you can buy something for 400,000 and split in the cost of your mortgage. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's almost like a no-brainer. So you got access to bigger properties, things that you didn't think you can afford. Now you can.
Of course. And then also it looks at when you talk about, improving your ability or opportunity to get financing.
Yes. Oh,
Right.
yes.
So now when you look at it, so by yourself, your credit score may not be, but imagine someone else.
Right, with
Somebody
multiple incomes, multiple credit worthiness. Yes. Oh, yes.
Why aren't more people doing this?
I don't know.
Yeah, just imagine, especially if you're a young person starting out.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, this would be, it's a great way of looking at it.
It is.
You
It
can do it
really
with a
is.
friend, you can do it, again, I would say don't look at it as, oh, it's me and my girlfriend only or whatever. Look at it as an investment.
Yes.
Right? It's a business decision, so because you can move from this.
Oh, yes.
So I would say, yeah, look at that.
Shared maintenance and upkeep.
We all know having a home is tough.
Yes.
Again, it depends on who you're purchasing with. So having you have to repair some roof or replace plumbing or something like that, that financial burden is only on you. You're going to divide this 50-50.
That's right.
Or,
Yeah.
I say 50-50, but based on how you
right. How do you structure
decide
the
it.
agreement? If you pay 1/3 and the other person pays 2/3,
Correct.
or there's 3 and 4, depending on whatever the
Exactly.
agreement
So
is,
whatever you
how many
agree to,
partners.
you're doing this, and then you're sharing that burden, which I think
Yes.
is awesome.
Definitely. So what else, Kay?
Faster entry into the market. Now,
Yeah.
again, we talk about if you are sitting on the sidelines waiting to save up to get the right credit score, imagine having someone who is doing the same thing, but now instead of waiting to individually do this,
Yes.
you're going into a business deal with this person, and you can go right now. They have 10, you have 10, you have 20,000. That's a down payment ready to go.
Yeah, you could start home ownership earlier, depending on, look, kids are staying at the home longer now. They're not moving out because they can't afford it. Imagine if they can get a co-buyer, a person to go in with, somebody they really trust, somebody, not just anyone. And now they can actually buy their home and investment at the same time.
Yeah, I look at it as an investment, because if I were doing this, it would be like a quad or a triplex.
Oh, yes.
Or something where one, I individually have my own space, right? Because that could matter. Or a structure if I have a mother-in-law suite or something like that,
Yes, yes.
in-law suite. Structure it so that you're comfortable. But a quad or a triplex would be perfect for
Yes.
this. And you go in,
You rent that other room out, that other space out. Rent it. Let that pay your mortgage. That's the thing to do.
yes, or pay a significant amount.
Oh,
of it.
yes, definitely.
Significant.
Definitely. Risk mitigation and flexibility. So this spreads the risk towards home ownership.
Across multiple people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So while real estate can look as it's a long-term investment, it comes with its challenges, such as market fluctuations, unforeseen expenses. Now, again, the big, I think, takeaway is that you're not doing this alone.
Correct.
Right? So you have a partner, multiple partners. Investing is literally, it should be a blueprint for people.
Yeah.
When people start with
But
us.
like they said, you're going to share the risks. You also need to have an exit strategy.
And I think that's where the problem lies with most people.
They don't have one.
They don't have one, or think it's going to be so difficult or messy, or if I fall out with this person again. That's why you have to do it as a business strategy.
Yes.
Versus just emotionally going into a home, because friends fall apart.
People fall out. Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Not us though.
No. No.
But
You just gotta outline the details. If I
Correct.
want to move out, if I want to get married and I don't want to live here anymore, what are we going to do? What is the exit strategy? Do I buy you out? It's different options. You discuss it, or
Make it in black and white.
Yes.
Make it in black and white.
Yes.
Because again, somebody could get a different job somewhere else. Someone has a personal issue. They got in, or they inherited, mama's house now, so they don't want this anymore.
Right.
Whatever that is, it's very important to have that exit strategy and be very clear on it. And that is the fear a lot of people have. But if you look at it as a business transaction, it's a place where you're putting down some roots.
Right.
Make sure you have a plan to exit, and it goes with everything. If you're going to sell, if you're not, whatever it is, make sure you have it in black and white.
Right. So that's when you get you having a legal agreement. Legal agreement. I'm all tongue tied today. Legal agreement.
Yeah. So and that's what we talk about.
Yes.
We're going to tell you now the considerations before you go buy.
True.
Right. Now, you said a legal agreement. Make sure it's very clear.
Yes.
You want clear communication. You want to make sure it's open and honest and all parties involved.
Yes.
Make sure they understand the goals, the timelines. What are we trying to do here? If it's a short-term period, a long-term, whatever it is, again, look at it as an investment. This got to be clear. The person has to be financially capable.
Compatible.
And capable.
Right.
You gotta have the same goals, the same dreams, and they have to be able to come up with. Because what I see, things happen. I think why people are fearful. They're like, oh no. So what will happen is that I'll pay you this. I couldn't come up with. No. The person has to be capable, and the person also, if I have a credit score of 600. You can't have a credit score of 400.
No way. No.
It has to be where
we're not compatible.
Exactly.
No, we don't have the
debt to income is just too long. That person has so much responsibility, so much debt. You have to, because anything can happen. If somebody did lose their job, what are the other options? How stable are they with their jobs?
Correct.
So these are some of the things, and I think these are some of the things that people see that they wouldn't make that decision. But I'm telling you, there is still opportunities and still ways to do it to make sure that nobody loses. It's a win-win for everyone.
Correct. So, okay.
And type of relationship you have too.
Yes.
It can't be fleeting. I met you last week and you're like, oh, let's no.
You gotta have trust. You gotta have mutual respect. You need to know each other's goals. What do we aspire? Like, you can't just, like you said, fleeting. You can't be fleeting.
Correct.
No, not when it comes to co-buying a home together.
Exactly. And so, whereas, you could look at it if, girlfriend, boyfriend situation, that's possible. But of course, be planning for long-term exit strategy if you don't, turn it into, your lifelong partner.
Correct.
If it's a friendship, look at it as a business strategy. If it's family member, also make sure it's very clear. It has to be in black and white as a business strategy. As I see people are, experiencing with this increase, with interest rates and prices have gone up, we have to be smart.
Yes.
Because home ownership seems to be eluding some people.
Yes,
a lot of people are priced out of the market, and of course, we wish our incomes would go up accordingly, but it's not. But when you can come up with a strategy to get you into a home, to get you into an investment, I think we have to be smart about how we do this and take that risk as well. Of course, with the things that we lined out. Make sure you're financially compatible. Make sure it's someone you trust. Make sure you are putting it in black and white. So we love to see people get into their homes.
Yes.
We love to see people looking at all the options.
Oh yes.
And it hurts when people are like, simple, I'm priced out and can't do anything.
Exactly.
Knowing that this is possible.
I mean, I know someone. She actually works for a builder. And she purchased one of the homes, but she had to rent out a room to keep up with the mortgage because although she works for the builders, they have slow periods just like we do. The homes don't always sell all the time. There's slow periods. And she got to make up the difference.
Yeah.
And, you know, she had to rent out a room, but she knew that going in. I want a home, I may have to rent out a room.
But that's smart too, because otherwise she would lose the home.
Correct.
You know, and I
the
think
price she bought it at the time now, she has a lot of equity in her home now. But
gotta be smart.
You gotta be smart.
And gotta be creative. So
Correct.
So always reach out to us. We know some of these little tricks and tips that can help you get into a home. Myself or Sharon is always here to guide you, make sure that you're making good decisions and figuring out ways to get you into the home of your dreams.
Yes.
All right. So that was a quick, nice
It
episode,
was. I
right?
liked it. I hope you did too.
Yeah, very informative. And we're always looking for ways to make sure that we're helping our clients, helping our community, because home ownership is so key.
Yes.
Key to creating stable communities, and of course, hey, it's one of the biggest assets you'll ever get. So thank you so much for joining us this week, and hope you have a wonderful weekend. And
don't forget to like,
share,
and subscribe.
All right. See you next week.
Bye now.
Bye, everyone.